Hello, hello! This is Dragondog from Daydreams of a Dragon, and welcome to The Witcher 3. This is the Blood and Wine expansion.
And episode 15 of my Let's Play.
So let's continue. Okay, Geralt the Riv. Geralt from of Rivia, really? Yeah. Okay. I am going to see her there. Before that, I could actually do these fist fight competitions, yeah? Sounds like a plan.
I must go to the medic about this too.
Don't dare to think you've got carte blanche here.
All is in order.
What? Okay. Oh, looks like it's in the back, yeah?
Let me live.
Yeah, I have no intentions of killing anyone here.
Oh, now you look to be a man in search of exertion. Hey, Whitelocks, will you dare to fight Colossus?
Sure. Shouldn't be that difficult. Colossus, that's his name?
Colossus. Interesting as monikers go. Or is that what his mother called him out of the womb, too?
Why would she not have? Colossus. It rings out with pride and passion. So, will you fight?
Of course. Yeah, I'm in. Not much of a bet.
Fine. Let's fight.
Ah, boring. I'm not interested. Quick I am. Too quick for you. It'll be knick-knack, patty-whack. Here's your arm bone. Where's the sport in it?
Don't want to fight? Why bother looking for challengers then? Wasting my time.
Whoa, a bit testy are we? A witcher, right? Let's do it like this. You parry 3 blows I throw your way, you win. But you can't swing at me, not once. Just deflect my blows, got it? Catch 3 of them, and I'll toss you double your wager.
Feeling that generous?
No, I just know you can't do it. No one's ever done it. Too fast, see? So, willing to try for 3 blocks?
I don't even know how to block. I prefer a normal fight.
Prefer to slap you around the ordinary way.
Ah, disappointing. This witcher's no fun at all. Oh well, I suppose it makes little difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, a fight at last. Standard regulations. Witcher versus Colossus.
Here we go.
Too quick for you, huh?
The Witcher defeats Colossus in a regulation bout. A captivating clash, to say the least.
You thump hard. You thump well, Master Witcher.
Thanks.
Thank
Now,
you.
to face
Yeah.
the Maestro, all you've left are rambles with Mancomb and the night known as Still Waters. Seek out the night in the heart of Oatville, near Mountebank Alley, whereas Mancomb loiters about the docks south of that district.
Let's see, do we have the other 2 then? Yes. Well, what? Do I have to put the clothes on there? Well, we'll... Okay.
seekers? Last call, then I head home.
I should really ride, shouldn't I? Are you going to catch up with me? No?
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
I am.
You've been to Zelakane?
Fork. Correct us the word. Mean anything to you?
Well, it's a fork.
Red, white, and rose.
Hello, Geralt!
Okay, should I talk to one of these dudes or what?
Shall you face off against still waters? Shall
That's
you?
the plan.
Shall you?
The knight, why doesn't he say anything?
Like to know who I'm punching. This knight won't reveal his name or face. Won't say anything at all, not a word.
Rein in your curiosity, sir. A knightly vow is no idle promise. Still waters shall conceal both face and crest until such time as one defeats him.
Well, now then.
So, will you fight or not?
I'm in.
I challenge you to a duel.
Noble lords and virtuous ladies, another fight is soon to begin.
Okay then. I figured he'd
Ladies
keep
and
his clothes
gentlemen,
on.
The Witcher defeats the previously invincible still waters. And what about it was? Freed of his vow, the knight can now show his face.
Your blows are strong and true. My congratulations.
A woman.
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman. No wry remarks?
What for? It's the 13th century. Nothing peculiar about it. Women own taverns, run farms, and fight.
Will you not claim there was no honor in fighting a wench?
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who was afraid to lose to a woman.
Only Mancomb remains. You should look for him by the docks, south of Oatville. Once you've bested him, you can try your strength against the Maestro.
Come here!
What was that?
What a specimen.
You stand no chance against us.
I did not expect her to be a woman,
Run, Roach.
but I'm not surprised either. Wait, what? No, that's the wrong direction. And of course, the time that I decide to ride, I have to ride up a set of stairs. Sheesh. Okay, what is happening now? No? Don't tell me this is
Wait.
where I'm
Why does that not surprise me?
supposed to meet the Duchess. I hope this isn't where I'm supposed to meet the Duchess. Pretty please. Of course it is the place where I'm supposed to meet the Duchess. Oh, come on!
Geralt, Geralt. I should have ordered you escorted to the palace, handed over to my tailor. What is that you're wearing?
Easy. Got something appropriate. Just haven't had time to change.
Oh, thank you.
Very well. Let's see it.
You like?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them.
I bought a mask
If you have
too.
one on, no one asks who you are.
Why do they wear masks?
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go inside.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Sintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
What are these performances?
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
Looking for Cecilia Palante.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Sintrian.
Okay, so let's go look for an orchid. And the controls are bugging out again. Very nice, not.
You must throw off the manacles before you. Then Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Really?
We must strip off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition. Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Yeah.
The cat and the fiddle.
Well, I'm hungry. Well, I will be hungry.
Hello.
I beg your pardon.
Okay, who?
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Okay, it was not actually.
My regards.
Okay, is that a pool? Okay.
My deepest regards.
The threat of the century. Welcome, and here you are.
I'm sure you understand. There are
Right, fine. You can't think I'd let such an opportunity.
The work is not enough.
Well, actually, I... No, this isn't water. Or is it water? Yeah, actually, it was water. Okay. Never mind. Let's...
We wish to be alone. We are busy.
Okay.
It's an outrage. Cecilia never should have performed.
Wait,
We are busy.
we're... Well, is this just...
We wish to be alone. Please, leave.
Okay.
But are you sure it's an original?
My employer swears.
Please leave. This is a private alcove.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, I couldn't find anything here.
Cecilia never should have performed.
Whoa, you're stuck in the floor. That doesn't look good.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
It was illusion, so I don't think he's actually casting spells. Okay.
Ah, how beautiful. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Yeah, well, it's something.
As you've made no effort to understand.
Okay.
It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence.
Oh, the
What
mimes.
else will they think of? If they can't agree, they will cut the line.
But there's also supposed to be something here. There's a marker.
in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Requires great precision.
Yeah, I'm searching.
Please do not disturb.
Okay. Okay, how do I throw paintballs?
Come, let's look in the alcove.
Okay, can I wait? No, I don't want to discard it. I want to do something with it, but I don't know how to how do I? Oh wait, is that's what I'm supposed to do? I just discard them like that?
Good sirs, noble ladies. It feeds real art requires time.
Clearly not all are cut out to be artists.
An artist must have stones, oversized stones.
Requires great precision.
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
Artistry through brutality. Pellets that rupture upon striking a canvas. Deeply moving.
Indeed. Okay. Well, oh really? It's still annoying. Okay. What do we find here? Nothing. Okay, let's... Come on! Okay, it's...
Do not disturb! Shoo! Shoo!
It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still! You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Lovely portrait.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Villesse.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
You, Cecilia Blunt.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Or It confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Okay. There are a number of these little optional things. Let's go be optional.
Greetings.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
I wish you health, glory, honor.
Oh, that was only all of them were the same apparently. Okay.
They'll definitely come. Don't worry.
Wait, no, oh, don't tell me. They're
Keep calm.
a bodyguard. Hello, dude.
Please go.
Yeah. That was my plan, but apparently I can't go where I want to go, and the computer doesn't allow me. Oh, come on.
Aren't they even? Because the right cup seems somewhat tired to me.
It's fine. Relax. Master Hugo is a generous patron and a truly wonderful man.
Have you seen the Skelliger Isles?
I have some of them on a map. No, I've actually been there. Okay.
At your service, my good man.
I am seeking someone.
We must strip off the manacles. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, well, okay.
Wenches will be wenches.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Do take care, Mitya.
Hey, titter, the cat and the fiddle.
Put your own house on first.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Did she say something?
We must strip off the manacles. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
You seek someone?
I
Beg your pardon.
I do seek someone.
Color is good health.
Greetings.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
I shall go. Or shall we?
Don't touch.
Oh wait, there. Yeah.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat it once.
Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Okay, there.
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. Gift from the Sintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Really? Okay, where?
Aren't they even? Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to me.
Really? So I found them. It's just that the bodyguard I didn't want to interrupt.
As I said, only Mandragora artists allowed. Nothing I can do.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Don't tell anyone you've seen us.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Seen Cecilia Bellant?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Well, that looks like it's her room.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
Yeah, I figured as much when I
He
saw her.
slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Bloody handprint. It's his.
And the door, he didn't cross over to the other room, no. Let's just be thorough here. Examine everything.
door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too.
Okay.
Must have climbed this ladder.
There's a ladder? What? Oh, there's a ladder.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
Indeed.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor.
I thought I saw something red on the floor here. Nope. But there's something here.
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
He's looking for something. He used her to get in, looking for this jewel, and it's not just the all of it, just the jewel. Valuable
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle. Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Pushed out.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Doors open.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Okay, so there's a secret. There is a reason why he wanted to get in there. Something about the jewel.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
Imprudent attacking him. Thief, think I know. After. Well, maybe, but I'm not gonna tell her that.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
What makes this jewel so important?
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
Indeed.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine, what is that?
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Need to investigate, see what's there.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
What do you think about Oriana?
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Something familiar about the drawing?
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
You have a sister?
She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen
That's
her
why you
since.
haven't mentioned her before then? Why was she banished?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Not in the
Could be
real world.
case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Sienna.
Yeah.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day.
Wow.
In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think she's involved?
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys. But I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Sienna received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
Well, okay. Can I promise that? That she won't get hurt? I mean, if she attacks me, I'm gonna attack her back. So I can't make that promise.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately. Especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
She a vampire too?
Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Ooh. That surprise you?
Seem surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice. When loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Well, yeah, we're not...
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
That wasn't... that was very specific.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think?
Yeah.
Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint. My.
Indeed.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
So yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. It was obvious that the woman who came with the two people I know are vampires was a vampire too, because she's known him for ages, literally. And she knows his secret. And it's clear that all three of them are vampires. And the conversation that on the surface seemed to be about the Witcher's trade and about how Geralt in particular would deal with monsters was actually a specific conversation between the beast he was hunting and Geralt, and how he would deal with the beast. So very interesting way of doing that. They could talk about what they needed to talk about without actually talking about what they needed to talk about. So that was cool. Seriously, just a coincidence you stopping by?
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm.
Oriana, how do you know her?
Oriana? She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
I know where the blackmailers are.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff.
Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
He tell you much about himself?
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Interesting evening all around.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix's mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Well, okay. We'll see how that goes, I guess. Okay, now I have my swords on. Let's change clothing. Nice out of XP. Okay, let's see. Let's go and fist fight that dude, since that's what I was on my way doing when I ran into her.
Our most gracious Duchess has hired a witcher.
Yep, the Duchess hired a witcher to witch her troubles away.
Awaits a challenger. It's the Witcher. Surely you've... Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Neither am I. And the guy with the earring in his ear, not a good look in a fight. I'll just pull his ear. Well, I have to get a hold of the earring, I guess, but that could do some damage. Mancomb, odd name.
Mancomb? First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name.
No, didn't.
Master Mancomb is a silent, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
Yeah, well, count me in. Sign me up.
Fine, let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna do your mama. Hear how pathetic and stupid you sound?
Your taunts? I've heard dogs retch things more profound. Hear how pathetic and stupid you sound.
Well, how then is this for a clever tongue twister? You're a bum-botching, blackened, bile-filled blister.
Think you're confused? That sounds like your sister.
Think you're confused? That sounds more like your sister. I'm immune to disease, but even I'd die if I kissed her.
You aren't worthy to empty my sister's bedpan. You mange-ridden mutant, not even a man.
Should have quit before we even began.
Should have quit before we began. Gonna make you wish you'd turned tail and ran.
Why, you... bad... I've got to admit, you know how to roast a man. You win.
Mean we're not gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
The Witcher wins, beating Mancomb at his own game.
That was easy.
You out-tongued me, but only because I'm under the weather today. I'd have lashed you raw otherwise.
Right, sure.
Exactly.
Thus, you've gained the right to challenge the Maestro. Look for him at the docks, and congratulations. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Okay, so where is the Maestro? He's at the docks. Over there. Is that the one? Raging Wolf. Okay, I need to go in that direction anyways, so yeah, well, oh come on! Okay.
If I weren't just...
Get here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Our Duchessa. Do you poke her too, Gerald? Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton the
Okay,
Peyrat
well, hang on.
falls victim to his own cowardice. The
Come
beast
on.
of Beauclair has struck again. Citizens, beware of the beast. Turn
Run,
your
Roach.
hearts. You will find solace there. Ladies, gentlemen, DuPont
Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights without that chopped liver?
Eat, drink, and listen, for you are interested.
Yep. I'm going to heal.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. A smashing place we have, eh? Wine by the barrel.
The beast is punishment for our lives.
Let's go.
Pickles, Russians, am I invisible? Where are you going?
And treble
Oh, come on, Roach.
Where is this maestro?
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him
The
many
drunkard?
things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see? He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Well, well, well. Not too drunk to fight?
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not your bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
Let's do this.
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I am a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
I'll drink.
Sheesh. Fine.
Well, we'll see how that
Mesdames,
goes.
Messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
When I chop you, bum! Hey, well parried that. And a post, yes.
Well, I was close. I was close.
Scab, you beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Oof, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Is that drinking or is that
Witcher
something else?
Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
Well then, I'm just a little, more than a little, intoxicated. Hopefully we can do something about that. I'm not supposed to meet the dude until midnight, if I recall. Let's see. Feet as cold as ice. Father knows worst. There can be only one. Well, I think I will go home.
Oh, possible punishment happens.
Come on, Roach.
I've a daughter, you know. Granny, she's fit to wed. Oh, so
Well, I just need to pour without tasting it first.
Oh wait, that was actually...
What do you drink all that work?
Okay, well, let's see if I can get out of here. Well, we're actually home.
Backache, something horrid.
Let's see if...
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought with all the work on Corfo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Sure, we should celebrate.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Selectable, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here. And we've cause to open it today.
Awesomeness. Let's do that.
And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I gonna produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Separamento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
No place like home. Okay. Should I check out my place, see what it's like now that the renovations have been completed? Okay, can I actually sleep here? Rest here to gain bonuses. Bed level royal. Duration 120 minutes. Maximum vitality increased by 1000 points. Library duration 60 minutes. 5% bonus to experience gained during combat. Alchemy laboratory bombs and potions gain an additional charge. Stables, duration 60 minutes, roaches, stamina increased by 100%. Okay. Rest. Well, that's good. I'm going to need to rest anyway, so I can rest now. Another bed? Can I rest in this bed too, or is this bed for someone else? Maybe this is his bed. His quarters, and a little bit of privacy behind the screen there, and a couple of benches or whatever you can actually sleep onto, or lie on at least. Dining area. This, okay. Leading to the kitchen. Let's go down to the wine cellar. I think that one is just as... No, it's not as tiny. It's actually pretty big. I mean, it's humongous. I'm not the kind of guy who fancies a wine cellar, but I would imagine that someone who did wouldn't mind having this. Of course, we have our own vineyard and I assume a winery here as well. So it's yeah. Oh yeah, this was my thing, whatever this would, oh yeah, something about doing mutagen thingies. Okay. Wait, was that a staircase up to... Well, there used to be a door there, but for some reason they have boarded that off. Okay, there are locked doors, really? Is this my place? I can imagine that someone else is staying in there. Of course. Since I'm staying in the house. Some geese. Thank you. And roach is there, and someone who actually was supposed to take care of him or something, but yeah. I guess we weren't the only ones celebrating. This is nice. Welcome to the Corvo Bianco greenhouse. Here you will find the herbs you need to create mutagens or change their colors. Any herbs you pick will grow back after a certain time. Corvo Bianco Garden. Welcome to the Corvo Bianco Garden. Here you will find the plants you need to create dyes to change the color of gear in Witcher sets. Any plants you pick will grow back in a certain time, or after a certain time. Okay, let's go pick them up. I mean, that's what they're here for, right? Okay, nope, that's sort of just a... just sort of a fence, sort of a... And the creek continues to flow. I wonder... Well, hang on. No, okay, that was... I've got pheasants just running around here on my property. If this still is my property, and that looks like a fawn, I think is the name of a baby deer. My vines, or at least some of my vines. Announcement from the Office of the Internal Revenue of the Duchy of Toussaint. Matilda Vermentino and Liam Coronata have become the new owners of Belgard Vineyard, leading to the consolidation of the lands of Vermentino, Coronata, and Belgard. This new ownership status takes effect as of the date of this announcement. Okay. And they just decided to put up that announcement on my house. Well, not my house per se. See, where am I running? Wow, am I that far away from my house? I didn't realize that. Okay. This is nice. Let's sleep a little more, yes. $12 AM. That is midnight. Actually, I don't have to rest. I'm supposed to meet him in 45 minutes. So let's get out of here. Yes, indeed. There you are.
Come on, Roach.
Okay, turning in the wrong direction.
Giddy up.
Like I've never done before. Oh, there's another horse waiting. I wonder who might own that horse. Okay, actually let's... Warning, you are nearing a turning point in the story. After this, you will no longer be able to finish certain side quests. Save your game before continuing.
That's it, Roach.
Okay, let's see. That means I should actually go and do the side quests. This seems like a good time to end this episode, so I'll see you in the next one.